right? Here we go.
We're off. We're off. Okay, all the cars have cleared the flag stand on the first go-round. And leading the way in for the first lap is the 29W Marcus Warren. Three-car Tommy Page from Houston last got across the start-finish line. Now he's going to go a lap down. Of course, that stuff really doesn't matter. And that 8B Mitzi Burkham is back on the track, you know. She had gone to the pits, and now she's back, but she's a lap down.
Oh, we keep going. We only stop the race if there's a hurt car or a car facing the wrong direction. We do not stop the race for parts.
That 70 car, Sonny Hunt, has some kind of issue back there in turn number 3. Turn number 2. But as you can see, the cars do not stop racing. There is no yellow flag in this particular brand of racing, ladies and gentlemen. They just move over to the side and let the safety crew try to get something going to get that 70 car, Sonny Hunt, get him either back to the pits or get him rolling again. Now, of course, the record driver has to wait until the competition cars give him a break so he can get him in there. Now, he's going to take that 70 and move it on down the road and try to get it over to the right side of the track where it can get into the pits and get whatever's wrong with it taken care of. Okay, he's on the pit road entrance right now, so no more problems for the other cars. They can get back to their particular lines and go from there. And the 3 car just about went around to turn number 1. Well, I was watching the 55 car of Mark Wampler a minute ago as he went up and out of turn number 1 and into 2. Before he got to the entrance to turn number 2, it looked like he might have scraped that wall down there because I saw that car bounce up and down. Looking through the field, I really don't see any trouble spots about to erupt right now. Everybody's strung out pretty well apart. Might have been a little bumper tag there between the 82 and the 10. But no harm, no foul, no blood, no foul. Big gaggle of cars going down the back straightaway by themselves right now. Got to be 7 or 8 of them involved right there. Last time I checked, that 29W of Marcus Warren was the leader. He started off in the lead, but I don't know if he kept it or not. There goes the 32 car of Joe Dirt Williams. And decked out in the colors of Texas, that number 3, Tommy Page. Really glad to see that 8B of Mitzi Burkham having a decent run today. Very slow, but this is only like the second or third time she's been in a stock car. Remember last night in the iStocks, she had a hard time even getting going because she had her transmission stuck in low gear. Looks like she's able to operate in high gear today, but having a tough time keeping up with everybody else. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Now they're 2 wide, that 9 of Todd Masterson and the 28. Well, the 701 car got just a little tap there from the 19. Blackwood and David Golden. Well, we just lost one car going off to the pits. That would be the 68 car, Darren Hickson, come to us out of Rocky, Texas. Darren Hickson pulls off. Also the 10 car with the big yellow and red flag. And that would be... I don't know. Yeah, Don Painter out of Austin. Donnie Painter pulls off as well. We've also lost the 8 car of Kenny Smitherman from Burleson. Those cars have left and headed off down down pit road, but they may be just going in for repairs or fuel or whatever the case might be. Well, here comes the 20 car of Big Mike McCarthy out of Hutto. Mike's been in the pits for some mechanical issues, but now he's coming back out onto the track. There he goes out of the chute up there at the top of turn number 1, and he'll work to get back into the traffic flow right there. And we mentioned that the 68 of Darren Hickson had gone to the pits. He is back out there. And the 28 spins off into turn number 2's corner, but no problem. He's right back in it. Good driving right there by Billy Williams, racing out of Belle Meade up near Waco. Of course, as you know, this is one of those races where you can't spin and do something like that and wait for the yellow flag to bail you out, because there aren't any yellow flags in this one. Just got an eye on Tommy Garral in the 01 car. Tommy races out of Elgin, and he's been a member of that Dwayne Toyne team out of Taylor for a long time. All those guys, 2 or 3 of those cars that have the same paint job. The number 8 car has returned to the track. Kenny Smitherman, the driver of that one. There goes Joe Dirt Williams in the 32 car. Joe Dirt's been in the pits. Returning to the fray right now, though. Little side rub there between Tommy Garral and the 01 and that 68 car of Darren Hickson. They kind of traded paint or rubbed, whatever you want to call it. But you know what they say, rubbing's racing. Again, number 68 gets the worst end of that deal from somebody. I saw him fishtail just a little bit. Oh, the 701 car is around and bounces up on the tire. Oh, tough stuff right there. The 701 driven by David Golden, and he comes to rest right by our track photographer, but he's able to pull that thing off of that rubber and get it back down and head out on the track into traffic flow once again. Well, the 701 doesn't look any worse for wear. He's just jacking it up and going after it again. I was watching that black number 8 car back there, Kenny Smitherman. Looked like he had a little trouble getting some traction because that left rear tire was just spinning. Okay, the number 10 car has been back in the pits for a while. In fact, he has gone several laps down. The number 10 of Don Painter. Don Painter's back on the track. You can see him up there going around. And he pulls down into traffic and barely misses that 68 car of Darren Hickson. Well, there's a rolling barrier trying to keep that 113 in check. Ian Webster, he's stuck in there behind Marcus Warren and Tommy Garral. And there's a car on the outside, the 68, which is even making it tougher. And you can see the 113 steering side to side. Ian Webster doing what he can to get through that roadblock, but he's just not able to make it through. Joe Dirt Williams in the 32 car was a part of their problem, but he has dropped back a couple of car lengths. We're watching this little confrontation right now between the 113, the 01, and the 29W. Now they're back in single file, but there you see the 01, Tommy Garral pulls up alongside Marcus Warren, the 29W, and they are just absolutely keeping the 113 car of Ian Webster at bay. He wants to go around so bad, but he's unable to make any breakthrough there. Looks like that 68 car of Darren Hickson has issues once again. This would be his second trip back down to the pits. But he is just barely onto the entrance of pit road right now. So we'll see if we can't get the wrecker over there to give him a hand. But he'll have to get some work done before he's able to return back out here to the traffic flow. Number 19, Jeff Blackwood coming back out. He'd been to the pits. Whatever he had to get taken care of has been done, and he's once again joining in the fun. Here we got a spin coming out of turn number 2. That would be the 9 car of Todd Masterson out of Austin. Well, we just saw the 55X Mark Wampler out of Snyder, Texas, take that hard right turn and go off into the pit area. We'll see if he's able to get back out here. .711 car is pulling off now. And you can tell by that smoke coming out from under the hood, we may have a radiator hose or something wrong there. I've been keeping my eye on that 113 car a little bit, Ian Webster. Man, I tell you, this guy's just driving some more. Been involved in some stuff. And Tommy Garral's coming back out in the 01 car. Whatever he had to have done's taken care of. Webster trying to get inside this time of that 10 car. John Painter. Painter moves over to block the 113. So let's see what happens from here on. Right now, everybody seems to be getting along well. No rough driving, no issues like that. Well, here comes Mark Wampler out of Snyder, Texas, coming back out. I don't know what he had to go to the pits for, but he has returned. Halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. Cross flags, cross flags. We are halfway through. .701 car off in the dirt. David Golden is able to retrieve himself and get back on the road. You know, I really think the paint job on Tommy Page's number 3 car is pretty cool. Looks like the Texas flag all the way around. I like that. Now he's coming up on the back end of another one of those topless modifieds, if you want to call it that, the 701 car. So they're 3 wide down the back straightaway. 55, Mark Wampler's involved in that one as well. And I think he's going to come by both of those topless modifieds. Yep, there he goes in the 55 car. Now, as these modified style cars come by, you might just take a look up underneath the rear hood panel, because these cars are allowed to run fuel cells that carry 32 gallons of fuel. You know, normally whenever they're racing a car like that, they have to use a much smaller fuel cell, but these cars, these Enduro cars, are allowed to carry 32 gallons of fuel at a time. Don Painter comes back out after a trip to the pits for some sort of maintenance. 7G is around in the top of turn number 1. That's Alan Williams from Hutto. Now, Alan struggling to get back out into the traffic flow, and he's there. some tight action coming out of turn number 4, but now they break loose. The 3-car Tommy Page was involved in that. And Todd Masterson aboard that 9-car also coming into it. Take a look at the 55 car when it comes by. Mark Wampler's hood is up in his eyes. I don't see how he can even see where he's going. But he's able to do it. He's been hanging in there for a long time. He did have to go to the pits once to get something done, but that hood looks like it's just held together with spit and baling wire. They're going 3 wide out of turn number 2, but Wampler breaks out of that mess. And one of the cars that was involved in that, the 75, Stanley Smith from Waco, is making that hard right turn off the speedway and going down into the pit area. Well, you have a couple of them out in the dirt. Ian Webster was one. And the 200 car of Peter DeGroat was the other one. Oh, smoke all out of that 55 car. Mark Wampler is smoking up a storm. And now he's going to take it off into the infield. mercy. He was running pretty good too, that 55 car was, but you can smell all that, so I don't know what he's got. Might be an oil leak, no telling what it is. Also, there's smoke coming out of the area of the radiator, so that may be part of it as well. Don't know. Maybe we'll find out before the day is done. Mark has dropped his window net on the driver's side, as you can see. So he's just got to wait there, I guess. Oh no, 113 loses the left front, and he just barely misses Mark Wampler, and there goes the tire off to the other side of the road. Oh, you picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel. And the 26 truck, that's Dean Abbey back on the track. Something happened to him earlier, I guess. Well, we just saw Larry Smitherman take a little shortcut through the infield area out of turn number 2. He's rolling, you know, and doing his job. Got us another wheel open right out here in front of the grandstand. Axle's part of it too. But as you know, there ain't no stopping. Folks, I'm thinking though it's only a matter of time before that tire and wheel and axle comes into play. Well, so far nobody has hit that tire and axle that's out there on the straightaway. We're thinking it's just a matter of time. Number 9's coming back out again. Todd Masterson racing out of Austin, Texas. (7G) Alan Williams off into the infield. There goes more debris off of somebody's car. Oh man, 9 and 01 almost hit that tire together. They came through there with, well, you know. Well, fans, that tire and axle has been sitting right in the middle of the front straightaway for 3.5 minutes now, and nobody has hit it. Man, these people can drive, can't they? 3.5 minutes that thing's been sitting there. Nobody's hit it yet. Hey, get that little boy back from the fence. Get him away from the fence. Thank you, sir. Oh, almost. And we got another one dead in the water up in turn number 2. I believe that's the 3 car that we were talking about how cool the paint job was. Yep, Tommy Page in the 3 car in trouble at turn number 2. But he's rolling again. There he goes. Oh, got close that time. 7G, Alan Williams, and the 3 car, Tommy Page. Tommy had to swerve to keep from hitting Page, and because he was about to go crank down on that tire. Who's the leader? Well, the leader has 10 laps to go. We know that. Well, Jason Bent has the checkered flag in his hand. They may be fixing to crown a winner here.